Hi. Okay, so I've decided to do my top 10 worst and my top 10 best films. Well, personal worst and personal best. I'll do worst first, and then maybe today or tomorrow I will do the best. So let's just jump right in, right? Okay, so number 10, we're gonna do this from the bottom up. Number 10 is The Wizard of Oz, and I'm not talking about the remake. But I did see that. I did see the remake, and that sucked. But I didn't want to put such a such a new film on the list. But I'm talking about the original Wizard of Oz, and if you don't know the story, then you might have been living under a rock for your whole life. I think everyone has seen the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy gets trapped in a tornado, and she goes to Oz, and she's got the ruby slippers, but the other witch wants them, and it's like this whole big thing, and it's just like, ugh, it's awful. Growing up, I've seen the movie. We had like books. We had like pop-up books with it, and my sister's older than me. She was in 2 plays that were just like it. I'm looking at my bookcase. I don't still have the book. I didn't read the book. I'm pretty sure the book is way better than the film, but the film was really bad, and I'm talking about the one. I think it was Judy Garland was Dorothy Gale. I'm not sure. Please don't hold me to that. It was just really bad, and I don't know. I really don't understand how people can like it. It's just, it's awful. Sorry if you do like it. Also, number 9. Oh, that's 6. Damn it. This is a 9. I'm sorry. This is a 9. So number 9 is the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's the one starring Jessica Biel. And I actually don't like anything after the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I've seen the second Texas Chainsaw. I've seen the remake with Jessica Biel, and I saw the one that the beginning. And none of them really sucked as much as the remake did. And I actually honestly saw the remake before I saw the original film. And I really didn't like the remake. It seems like they're just trying to amp everything up and make everything seem like, I don't know, there's a more like, the original feels scarier to me in the sense that it's just the way it's made. The remake just feels too Hollywood, too like they were really going for the scares. They weren't even like trying to think of a valid storyline or anything. They just wanted teenagers dying. Like, I don't know. The original feels really real and really like, I don't know. It just feels a lot more believable to me. I don't want to believe that there's actually a family killing people and wearing faces, and I don't want to believe that, but it seems more believable to me. So that was number 9. Not number 6. It's been a long day for me. So this is actually a number 8. This is number 8. And number 8 is House of the Dead. The film was directed by Uwe Boll. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his first name right at all. But I do actually like him as a director. He has directed good films. People don't want to believe it, but he has. And when you hear about him, you usually hear about this film, House of the Dead. And I agree, that movie was really bad. It's just one of those films that's just so terrible that oh god, I don't even know where to begin with it, honestly. Like, when I first watched it, I always did like House of the Dead, the video games. I always used to play them in the arcade. I thought they were fun. I thought, they're making a movie based on a video game. And to me, that was like the first, I don't know why. I think this movie was made in like 2001. And I don't know why it only registered to me like this is the first video game movie ever made in my little world. But I thought it was really exciting. And then I watched it, like, I actually didn't watch it until like 2010, 2011. But I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, House of the Dead. And then it was just so god awful. Like, he's a good director. It's just that movie was awful. Like, what are you doing? And like the cast, they all seem like really good actors and actresses. I don't get it. I don't know if it was the script that was bad, if it was just like doomed to be bad for the beginning because House of the Dead is a video game and it's kind of hard to make video game like movies. But I don't know. It was just really bad, in my opinion. So don't go see it. And number 7. A lot of people are going to hate me for this one, but Superbad. Superbad is like the movie to end all movies of my generation. Like my generation like is obsessed with this movie. And when I went to high school, I'm pretty sure Superbad was already out when I was in high school. But everybody was like obsessed with Superbad, you know, and they were all quoting Superbad, and everybody knows who McLovin is. But and you know what? I admit, when I watched Superbad, it was funny. It was a funny movie, but then it's just like, it's funny, but it's terrible. Like, it's a really bad movie. And it's not bad because of the swearing and the sex jokes and all that. It's just a bad film. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just feel like everybody is taking it too far and just, like, not out, and just, like, overdoing, like, the McLovin jokes and all the things from it. I don't know. But it was just a really bad film, and I don't really recommend seeing it, mostly because you could just ask anyone who has seen it and they'll quote it word for word for you, because everyone who's seen this movie obviously knows every line, and it just pisses me off. I don't like that movie. Grr. Number 6. It's number 6. Whoa. That's a number 6. Okay, Juno. And Juno was on this list, and I know a lot of people like that movie, and I like J.K. Simmons, so that kind of sold me. I like Ellen Page, that kind of sold me on this film. But Michael Cera, please. Please, Michael Cera. Everything after Arrested Development, no. Just no. You were wonderful in Arrested Development. I loved you as George Michael. And then you go and make movies. And you make Juno. Bleecker was the most annoying little shit in the world. Like, ugh. Another movie I don't like. And when I watched it, I tried to like it. You know, I watched it all the way through, and I tried to like it, and the actors are wonderful actors. Michael Cera, you're the greatest, George Bluth. Not so great and everything else, but George Michael, you're the greatest, George Michael, Michael Cera. Ellen Page, I saw her in An American Crime, and she was in a lot of other films, and she was wonderful. J.K. Simmons, he's wonderful. Rainn Wilson is in that movie, I remember that. He's wonderful. Jennifer Gardner, you know. Jason Bateman, I don't know why I wanted to say Justin Bateman. Had to think about that one. And they're wonderful. Like, the whole cast are really good actors, but they make this movie, and I think it was more the script than anything was really bad in this film for me. People don't say home skillet. And if you say home skillet, you're lying to yourself, because you don't use it in your real life. You use it on the internet. And yeah, you're typing it, not saying it. And people don't talk like 40-year-old hipsters in real life. Not even 40-year-old hipsters talk like 40-year-old hipsters. So yeah, the script was really bad. That movie's just awful. But I mean, I don't know. I guess if you want to watch a film that's going to make you annoyed, go ahead. Watch Juno. Okay, number 5. Another film that I'm probably going to get hate for is The Watchmen. And I kind of was on the fence about putting this even on the list, because I like the one character played by Jackie Earle Haley, because I like Jackie Earle Haley. He's a good actor. And I actually do have a Jackie Earle Haley doll from The Watchmen. But the movie was just really, really bad. Like, it was really long and drawn out, and, like, the ending was stupid. Dr. Manhattan, for some reason, is walking around the whole time with his giant blue schlong out, and no one seems to care, and then he suddenly puts a suit on, and it's okay. I don't get it. Like, you either wear clothes or you don't wear clothes. Don't fuck with me. Don't be like, oh, I'm not gonna wear clothes for, like, half the film and then put a suit on and get angry on the news. Ugh. But yeah, and like the girl, with the Malin Ackerman. I don't know how to pronounce her first name. I know her last name's Ackerman. She was all over the place in that film. Like, ugh. And then the owl dude was sucky, and then the dude with, like, the tiger things was really awful, and that whole film was just really bad. I never read the comic book, so I don't know if the comics are any better or worse than that, but I heard that the comic books were really good, so I'll take people's words for that, but, like, the movie wasn't that good. It wasn't... I think the funniest part of that whole movie was when Jackie Earle Haley's in the prison, and that's, like, an hour in. That movie takes forever. I fell asleep during that shit. It's awful. Number 4, Harry Potter. And I'm not talking... And, like, the first 5 Harry Potter films were really good. The first 5 Harry Potter films were amazing. And I love... The first film was actually the reason I got into the books. So, yeah, I love the books. And I love the first 5 movies. The 6th movie was... It was okay. It wasn't great. But it wasn't terrible. Let's go to the last 2 movies. First of all, these 2 movies could have been 1 movie. We could have only had just 1 last movie, and then it's gone. But no. I sat through 4 hours of crap, because I watched those movies back to back. 4 hours of shit. Just nothing. It was like nothingness for 3 hours, and then it gets to the great climax, and everything happens, and it's over. I don't understand what was going through people's heads when they said, hey, let's write 2 scripts. Because there's obviously so much we need to say. There's obviously not a lot you need to say in any of those films. Last two could have been transformed into 1 movie. And I think maybe 2 hours would have been enough to explain everything in both films in 1. We could have cut a lot of things out because there was a lot of things that weren't needed, in my opinion. And I love the first 5 movies, but the last Harry Potter film, the last 2 Harry Potter films, and yeah, they're taking up 1 spot on the list. The last 2 are just, ugh. Number 3, Wrong Turn 4. And I'm not gonna go on record in saying I loved all 3 other Wrong Turn films, but this one stuck out because it's the one where it's like the beginning of Wrong Turn. It's like how these Hicks got to be the Hicks they are, and I'm not saying hick in a derogatory way towards anybody that's Southern, trust me. But I actually watched the first 4 films with my best friend, and we had a blast watching them. Like we had so much fun watching them. But the last one was it was really bad. Like they're in a mental institution, and there's like psycho people chasing them around, and first of all, it really didn't make any sense. It made some sense, but at parts it was just kind of like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't know. Urgh! That film made me do that. That film made my brain hurt. So yeah, don't go see Wrong Turn 4. It is really bad. It doesn't help you with anything. It doesn't really explain anything either. Like, it doesn't help. It's supposed to be an origin story, and the only thing I know is that the Hicks that kill people were in, like, what is it called? The mental hospital before they get out and go decide to kill people. Like, and it wasn't even, like, a big plot point either. They were just living there. It was really bad. Don't go see it. Okay, number 2. Everything after the original Tremors film. I liked the first Tremors movie. I can tolerate the other ones. But, yeah, they were really sucky. Like, the first Tremors movie is really good, and I love the fact that, like, it was really, for me, the first Tremors film was a really unique idea. And then the other, I think there's 4 of them. I haven't seen the last one. I saw the other 2. They suck. Like, they try to introduce, like, a new monster to, like, the second one, and it was, like, a land creature. It didn't work for me. And then, like, I think the third one is one where it's, like, supposed to be a Western, and it's, like, back in time, and the Tremors are there in that little town. Really bad film. Don't watch it. Don't watch the other 3 or 2 movies after Tremors. Just watch Tremors 1. So, yeah. Okay, and the last film, number 1, is a film that I can guarantee people will probably send me hate mail for this. I'm 99.99% sure I'm gonna get hate mail. Bad film on my list is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And I think Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was like a manga or a video game or something like that before Edgar Wright made the movie. And first of all, this is a Michael Cera movie. I feel bad because I just insulted him with Juno and now I'm doing this. But Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, I love Edgar Wright's films. I saw Spaced, which is actually a TV show, and I saw Shaun of the Dead, and I saw Hot Fuzz, and I love them, and I'm pretty sure he's directed other stuff, but I haven't seen it. And I love them. And I kind of went into Scott Pilgrim vs. the World like, okay, I never really wanted to see this movie in the first place, but, you know, a friend bought a ticket, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll go with you. And it was just, I don't know, it felt really, I feel like it would have been better if it was a cartoon, as that's what I'm saying. It would probably be better if it was a cartoon, and even then it would probably suck. But, like, it was just really cheesily shot. That's not even a word, I think I just made up a word there. And it was just really, like, badly done. Like, the script wasn't all that good, the acting was kind of subpar, and I'm not trying to, like, bash on any of the actors and actresses in that film, because I'm pretty sure, I saw Anna Kendrick in other things, I know she was in that movie, one of the Culkin brothers was in that movie, I don't know which one it was, but I'm pretty sure I've seen him in other things. It wasn't Macaulay, it was another one, I think it wasn't Rory either, I don't know, someone with the last name Culkin was in that film, and I'm pretty sure, like, they're all good actors, and they're good enough to get found and hired and work in the industry for so long, and they're like making money, and I'm not, but I'm not in movies, but you know, they're doing their job, and they're obviously good at what they do. I think that movie was just really not anyone's thing. I think that movie was just really bad. I don't think it should have been made, like. And I know that, like, the internet loves that movie for some reason, and they all, like, love quoting Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and I'm in Lesbians with You, but it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. It doesn't, I don't know, it's one of those films that you watch, and you're just like, why am I watching this? Why did I just waste an hour of my life and not my $10, but, like, why did I waste money watching this, going to the movies to watch this? Why did I waste money buying this DVD or renting it? You know? Why? It's just one of those films that make you question why. That's what I have to say. This Scott Pilgrim vs. the World just, it puts me in pain. But yeah, so those were my top 10 worst films. I'm pretty sure, shut up phone, my phone just rang, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that you have other opinions, and that's totally cool, and I respect your opinions, and if you like any of the top 10 movies I named, I'm really sorry, I don't mean to insult your movie tastes, and I hope that if you like those movies, you don't stop liking them because of what I said, and yeah, so, and if you don't like those movies, then we're on the same page, and if you were planning to see those movies, maybe I have convinced you not to see them, or maybe I have convinced you to see them so that you and your friends can make fun of them, and have fun, and be cool like that. So, those are my top 10 films that are the worst, and I'll be making a top 10 films that are the best either tonight or tomorrow.